Alright, so today I'm going to be going over a scrim demo that we had against 3600 on Vigil. This is our first night of scrims on Vigil before our match, so I just wanted to do some commentary on this one and just talk about my thought process and my team's decisions on how we push and play this map. Initially we just do some sacks while the gun gets pushed up. I trade for the gun here because I mean, I just went there to sack, but seeing the gun was just not wrangled, and I can actually just get on it and kill it. It's pretty good because it gives us some time to walk uphill while the engineer sets up his gun again. So if he actually drops the medic, so knowing that, we have full advantage. I'm just trying to walk our combo out of spawn, so we're meant to get backstab. We spot the spy, so we kill the spy. Now we have full advantage to work off of, and their med's still dead. So wondering what I opt to do first. We have a bit of time because the med's dead. I'm just clearing side tunnel for my players. My pyro ends up dying, so we're actually down a pyro for this push. Their med's just now spawning, so I'm trying to take it really fast on hill. We kill their sniper, so we're like, okay, let's just walk forward. Looking for stickies. 6 were called on the left side by Evil. I told my men to walk it towards right here. And they said their med's out, so we don't actually have to use for anything right now. We just opt to kill what's in, which is fine because they're not going to get Uber for a while. So we just push them at a second basically for free because their med dropped. Alright, so we got 3 picks. The card's still getting pushed, so we're not actually able to do a lot until the card's fully pushed up. They have full advantage, so we're making sure that we just get Uber. Sniper peeks me pretty aggressively, and that was a good shot. I noticed that a lot of the time the deaths that I have are just the snipers most of the time, so that can be pretty common for demos in general, because for demos, in order to do properly good damage, you're going to have to be holding angles a lot, and snipers will be holding those exact angles you're pushing from because they're going to be trying to kill you, so it's good to be very cautious of that. We kill the spy, which is insane, because we can work our sniper around that spy pick, giving him insanely good room just to peek wherever he wants to. Saw the dot on the wall, and we see that they rotated over. I'm just trying to support my sniper right now, trying to get Waterton killed. We're having really good pressure with our sniper. No one's feeding, which is a better thing. We just fed one, but that's fine. It's just one of our car players. So I opt to just say, fuck it, let's just exchange while I sniper the aggressor on the cliff. While they're down a demo. We push through brackets, get aggressive. I call the post through really aggressively so we don't feed. See the sniper, I basically just pressure him out. Spy kills 2 of us, which is actually not the worst, because we're still able to fight card a little bit, but after we feed a couple more, we just end up leaving. Now that could have been free, but that spy ended up clutching out that push for them, which is really unfortunate, but it's okay. Spot the spy leaving. We're having a hard time with the spy right now, but that's fine. We know exactly what pushing is right now. I say I'm gonna pressure main while I spam. Sniper's really low. I actually kill him, which is honestly not a bad trade. I'll take the trade on the sniper. We're missing spam from me in the corner, but we're able to work our sniper a lot more now. And Blank can just take our heals from me while I'm dead, and he can try to work it with our medic. I call it just play main here because they're down 3 and we have numbers just to push the card up. Soapy hits an insanely good bomb onto 2 of them, and then Uber ends up dropping their demo. We just say we're just gonna chase the medic here, commit for it and kill him. My med was in no danger. He had multiple people around him, and that scout ended up getting killed instantly. Now we're playing with them being 3 alive. This is actually a smart way of going to big door if you want to do in the future. If you go drop them from here, you're pretty much undetected, and they can't really spy you. Like at all. So this is what we opted to do here. We don't have Uber right now, but since we had numbers and they didn't spot us whatsoever, I actually choose to play this aggressive here. I tell Soapy to go for an aggressive bomb in a sec while I kill the gun. He bombs the sniper, which is great. I overextend here a lot, but that's okay because we end up trading for hopefully the scout. No, look at the scout. I think in the future, definitely play that more passive. We kill the things on our med. We have a sniper pick. Every time we kill the sniper, I like to be very adamant about it, so we play around it, because more or less enough for myself with the sniper that I like to peek aggressively. I call it to go red room because we're like ancient here, and it's the closest way to their spawn. So I just call it chase. I bring a soldier with us, and the soldier actually ends up killing their medic with me, and that's actually an insanely good play if you can have a soldier pushing with you guys in an Uber. And at this point, the other team's missing 3 people. Our med dies to a soldier. Kind of unfortunate, but we have so many numbers at this point, they can't do anything, so we end up winning. Now, 5-minute pushes aren't going to be a constant thing. It's mostly how you play the map and how the other team is able to hold on their defense. For us, we were able to play off picks very, very well, and we bounced keepers pretty well, where we were able to take the exchanges and get picks with them without losing too much. And at some point, we're just trickling them to the point where they had no numbers on their holds, and had some free cart pressure after that, and it secured us a lot of points. So just some standard crits traps in the beginning. My team plays this map very standard. Standard hold would just be behind the fence, away from the tracks, just playing to leave into second, because first is a pretty common just throwaway point, similar to maps like Swiftwater where you don't really hard to hold first. Most of the time you give up first in order to hold second better, because the second on this map, similarly to Swiftwater, just a much better defensive hold to have. Hard holding maps like this one first is a big risk, and you want to try to take as least risks as possible when you're playing on the defense, because anything crucial risk-wise that happens is really easily played off of. I crits the fire for 180, doesn't die. Not surprising because he runs out at 260 off the spawn there. Now I'm just trapping forward in order to prevent anything from rushing us off that cliff. Right now we lose 2, which is okay. I cut the sniper, he does hatch on me, but I wasn't in too much danger there. The sniper wasn't hard scoping the angle for long enough. I knew he was going to take a shot at me, so I was able to run away. And again, my sniper was going to back me up, so it was okay. Heavy dies, me blanking our soldier, where was going to go. Off that pick, we want to say, okay, we're just going to try and hold the second, because we have 4 minutes now. There's no point in holding anything else aggressively. Let's just try to play into second, have a better second hold, and secure as much time as possible. Now, they have a lot less time to push, so they will be trying to do stuff more aggressively. Spy goes in alone. My fire runs opponent. We get a really, really late call in the tunnel, so I didn't look too ready to fight that guy. We're down 5 right now. Scout actually spawned. I killed this pyro, so I actually might opt the fight here, since we have better spawn waves in the second here, and I have a good angle on where their combo's gonna be pushing from. Their demo dies, we lose our heavy player. I think our heavy was in a very aggressive angle behind them somewhere. Me dropping down there to do damage, okay, but I should be pressuring hill a bit more here. Yeah, they're peeking hill way too aggressively. I'm actually being really passive for some reason. And since I'm playing too passive, we have to give up hill. And unfortunately, that means we lose this point. See, I should have been really loading. I should have been really loading stickies and holding that with my team, but failing to do so meant we lost second. So that's my bad. Missing calls on that point and not really being aware of where my teammates were the reason why I was able to play too aggressive. But in the future, those things can check out and we'll clear them. Make sure we call these things. Something that happened too that's very questionable is that they're able to get aggressive on the cliff side here, similar to how we did it in our offense. And them doing that meant that our combos had to play way more passive. We got a scout pick, and I'm able to try and help my flank here. But it looks like my flank's kind of alone, taking separate 1v1s. And we have an Uber that we can't really use yet because we're down 3. I think we do end up using still. We get their sniper, that's a way better exchange. All we need to do is get the Uber in, but I get backstabbed. Unfortunately, we just use Uber and then leave. So it'll be nice to just convince onto the card and try to get some picks. Unfortunate there. If we were able to get me Ubered there, we would have probably won that hold. But I got backstabbed, so what did we do? We had numbers down. Didn't really spot check me that well. These guys are getting way too aggressive, honestly. Like, the cart's too passive right now. Like, if not in a position where they can play off the cart. So they just kind of walked in and fed for basically nothing. My feed here is not the worst. We traded for a spy. They're still out, basically. And we're able to reset. Blank gets a good kill onto the scout, and he's gonna reset. Blank is a really good caller on my team, and he recently joined our team for the regular season, which is really nice. 1 minute left here. Uber situations are pretty much even. I think our med does have that, but how much time is left. We don't want to do too much aggressive stuff. We get an early call if they push from the flank here, so I opt to just spam everything there while their combo's trying to push through it. I pipe 3 things, so they're actually forced to back up. Even though they're up numbers, with the spam that I have in that corridor, like they're unable to do anything about that. Stay over here. I say, let's just chase these guys out of flank, and then try to drop them in the car afterwards. My position here is pretty bad, but luckily I'm not in any danger. Sniper wasn't even ready to spot me there. They're not on car yet, so I opt to just say, fuck it, let's just take fights out of flank here, and then rat pack around and fight cart if there's anyone on cart. Luckily enough, there wasn't one on cart, so we're able to just reset after that. With 20 seconds left, they're down 4, and looks like it's just going to be an easy win after that. A lot of dangerous stuff happened in this, like in our roles. Not having an ammo to fight things, not really having good calls where their combo's playing. Really lost a lot of time, but in the end we ended up winning. And good offense, but sloppy defense.